Elizabeth, Clean Psych from Prosper Health Collective. Today I'm just going to share with you 4 tips on how to overcome burnout, especially in an exam season. Now, the exam season can feel a bit like a pressure cooker, whether you've got demands of the deadlines, you've got expectations of performance, or grades you want to get, and sometimes they can actually lead to us feeling almost burnout, where it's this state of like emotional, mental, and physical exhaustion. And when we get burnout, it's really hard to stay focused or motivated. But you know what? Burnout doesn't have to define your exam experience, so here are 4 tips to help you in this exam season. Now, the first one here, I just want to let you know that stress is actually a really natural part of the exam season or any challenges in life. Stress, it's a biological thing, but then how we interpret it can actually have such a significant impact on how we experience stress as it comes. Now, the concept of a growth mindset is this belief that your abilities can actually be developed through your effort, your persistence, and your learning. So rather than seeing stress as a barrier or a sign that you are, weak or you're gonna fail, start shifting your perspective to see stress as, instead, here comes my opportunity. This is a challenge and therefore an opportunity to stretch me and to grow me into what I'm working towards, your big picture, basically. So the question I want you to ask yourself is, why am I doing this? What's the big picture to all you're studying? What are you actually working towards? Is it engineer? To be in NASA? To be an entrepreneur? To be a teacher, a nurse? What is it you're working towards? And as you get stumped each time, what are each of these small steps that you can take to move forward each time? Because it's not about perfection, it's a process. When you start viewing challenges as opportunities, you start noticing that you are actually never stuck with the stress. You are simply just in the process of working out how to solve the challenge. Okay, second tip. When you start to feel overwhelmed, how about we try overcoming the overwhelm with your nervous system? Notice that your nervous system is actually a part of you. To simplify things, maybe think of your nervous system as a set of systems, right? Internally, really designed to help you thrive, help you survive. When you start to feel overwhelmed, you need to start focusing first on ways to calm and regulate your nervous system, the felt body sense, to return to a state of safety and connection. So this might look like engaging in activities that help you reset the body, manage the physical, emotional effects of stress, or like using movement to rock your body from side to side, tapping your feet gently to the music, basically using movement to send calming signals to your brain and reduce that intensity of stress response. You can also try focusing on your body and what it's feeling, what you're noticing, and the sensation in that moment to create a sense of connection and grounding. So like a body scan, checking in a body scan, any area of tension, and as you start becoming really aware of those tension, just consider maybe just acknowledging that there's a tension, but you don't need to judge it. You don't need to push it away, just allowing it to be and breathing around it on this area of tension. Now, third, play. Play is not just for kids. The neuroscience behind it shows that play has such great benefits to your mental health and also your cognitive functioning, especially when you're in stressful times. Play activates a part of your nervous system that just reduce your stress hormones and increase the release of your dopamine and your serotonin. These are neurotransmitters that's related to your happiness and your motivation. Play increase your resilience, which makes you easier to manage your burnout and your anxiety in the future. And it really activates the front part of your brain, where it's about decision making and problem solving, right? So that also enhances your focus and cognitive flexibility when you are studying. So how to play? Schedule your intentional play in your daily routine, even if it's just 10-15 minutes, right? The idea is to allow yourself permission to play. Like watch a funny video, dance to a music, watch comedy podcast, whatever it is. Give yourself the permission to play, because when you do, you break from the cycle of stress and you allow your body, your brain, to reset and sustain motivation. Final tip, tip 4. Now, when you are isolated by yourself, withdrawing from everyone around you just to study, you can sometimes exacerbate your burnout, right? Because end of the day, as human, we are wired to thrive in social connection and in supportive relationships. They all act as buffer against stress. So during this exam season, know yourself and know that maybe you're gonna need more of that. Lean on others. Come up with friends study groups where all of you can check in on each other. Could be study group friends, or just play friends, family. Yeah, reach out to others. That's a key for emotional support. Get encouragement from others, and just knowing that you're not alone in this frenzy of study, that there's others just like you studying and feeling stressed about studying, that you're not alone, and that too will pass. Sharing your thoughts and your frustration with them to lighten your emotional load and just remind you that we are all in it together. Okay? So I hope these 4 tips will help you in managing your exam burnout and overwhelm. If you need one of us at Prosper Health, please feel free to reach out. Thank you.